So today we are taking a second look at a really good value GMT from Vesuviate Watches. A few weeks back, I had in the purple version of the Volare. It was a prototype, and at the time, this was the first brand that I was aware of that announced they were going to be using Seiko's new NH34 GMT movement. Today, I have in the white, fully loomed dial version of the watch. If you're into loom, then this one is definitely worth checking out. Now, full disclosure, this was sent to the channel for free from Vesuviate and does not have to be returned, but they have no say when it comes to the content of today's video. So let's get straight to it and check out the watch. Now, one thing that I love about Vesuviate is they are very adventurous when it comes to their color options. They usually have a couple of safer color choices, but I like that they have some fun options to choose from too. I had to go for this white with blue accents though, and what's great about this particular model, it is the same price as the non-fully loomed dials, and that price is only 395 USD, which is a pretty good price for what you're getting. So let's start with the dial and kind of work our way out. Up top, we have Vesuviate printed with the company logo. Just above that, one slight change from the prototype is they've made the Volare font just a little larger and bolder down at the 6 o'clock position. The chaptering with the time in 24 hours for the GMT hand has also been improved, where the blue meets the white is much crisper on this, where on the prototypes the colors were blurred almost together. Seems like most of the changes were smaller ones like that, just a matter of tidying up a few loose ends. We've got applied markers as well as a steel surround framing the date window. Nice looking handset as well, especially with the blue tipped GMT hand. The loom is top notch. I've had a few fully loomed dials and they can sometimes be a little blotchy looking, but this has an even application. The dial is not quite as bright as the hands and markers and bezel, but I'm more than happy with it. Even the crown is loomed. They're using BGW9, and this watch totally qualifies and is a certified loom monster. The one thing I wish this watch had was a bidirectional GMT bezel, or at least a marker at the 60-minute mark to use it as both a GMT and a timing bezel a little easier. The action, though, is good. Plus, it looks great too with the white and blue under the sapphire insert, and everything lines up like it should. The movement, which is on display through the red tinted display case back, is the NH34, aka the 4R34, which is a 24 joule movement beating at 21,600 vibrations per hour and with a power reserve of approximately 41 hours. The winding action of the screw down crown is actually quite smooth. In the second position, you can adjust the GMT hand by turning the crown clockwise, and then we can adjust the date by turning the crown counterclockwise. In the last position, you can adjust your local time. Both the case and bracelet are given a hardening treatment to 1100 Vickers, which is going to make the steel more scratch resistant versus regular 316L. The case has sort of these bump outs on either side of the case. We also have crown guards on the crown side of the case, but they are going to increase the case with a little bit compared to just having a straight side profile there. To counter that, though, we have short lugs that make this wearable for lots of wrist sizes. Size on the watch comes in at a width of right around 42 millimeters. The lug to lug is 46.8 millimeters. Lug opening is 20 millimeters and the thickness is 13.8 millimeters. The crystal is sapphire and treated with an anti-reflective coating on the underside. And actually, even the tinted caseback crystal is sapphire as well. Water resistance on the watch is 200 meters. The bracelet is a 3-link bracelet with polished center links. It's got quick release for easy strap changes. The links are screwed links, and I think it's a good look for the watch. The clasp is signed. We've got a ratcheting dive extension. Pretty common clasp for microbrand watches, but it does the trick. And here it is on my 7.25-inch wrist, and I think it's a great watch overall for the cost. I also own the Seiko 5 GMT, which I really enjoy, but if you stack the spec sheet up side by side, there's really no contest. The Vesuviate has better water resistance, a screw down crown, sapphire crystal, and bezel insert, plus the hardened steel case and bracelet. Not to mention, it's a fair amount more affordable. The Seiko obviously has that iconic design, and they've got some serious heritage that you just can't compete with, but it's nice to have alternatives like this. So that is it. Thanks again to Vesuviate for sending this out. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you real soon. Bye bye.